think that we are, first of all, I'll try to come in from the rain. This is a great place to stay warm for at least a couple hours. But thank you, Jennifer, for putting this together. Adila, Pilar. Welcome to our guest speaker, Tammy Trost from the Office of General Counsel. I think I got to stay away from that one. So we're here there was the idea to have this meeting stem from the fact that Jennifer and the rest of the panelists and I attended a session that you saw. Attorney General Holder was the speaker at the HMBA conference. And one of the things that we're trying to do is bring back some of the knowledge, some of the benefits of the investment that we made in going to this conference and bring it back to the group. So Jen was kind enough to take the lead on this and put together the panel. And we have, first of all, I was going to open up by saying, when I started this course, Carlos was bien that's like General Holder, and then when I said, well, I'm not going to try to even go close to this guy, but some of the things that he was saying are really important and they affect all of us. He was talking about opening the doors to represented groups, but then specifically he mentioned combating discrimination, defending the civil rights of the people that we serve, and that's exactly what we do in our team here. It really drove it home for me then. It drives it even further than that. Thank you. Now, getting the applause here. Some of the things that we at the convention were privy to are discussions on sex discrimination, sexual orientation, gender identity, and those are cutting edge issues that we're facing now. We learned a little bit about affirmative action, and Jen reminded us that we heard a little bit about social media and employment discrimination. So I'm not going to take further time because those are all important topics that we want to discuss here, and we want to actually engage some participation. I know that I don't know if there's a chance for people to call in with questions, but we do have a nice participation here in the audience. And the first thing I'm going to do is introduce our guest speaker, Tammy Trost, who I've worked with since I came to Washington on civil rights matters, and I can attest to her excellence as it says here, she is a seasoned trainer on a variety of employment and civil rights topics. And that is true, as you'll see today. She's saying over the expectations a little bit. But I won't, because it'll see she will live up to them. Tammy Trost is Assistant General Counsel for Civil Rights, Labor and Employment Law Policy. She joined the USDA Office of OGC in April 1999, and she supervises a variety of programs, employment and policy matters for the Civil Rights, Labor and Employment Law Policy section. Before she joined USDA, Tammy was with the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights, where she was there for 4 years, and she was there the principal author of several statutory civil rights enforcement reports. She graduated in 1993 from Washington College of Law at American University, where she was a teaching assistant, and she received her, I'll just be very quick, her BA in political science from the University of Pennsylvania. Without any further ado, Tammy Trost.
Let's see if I can get the, can everyone hear me? Yeah. So I don't like being considered a guest speaker with this audience, because this is a group I work with all the time. So I consider myself one of you. Even though we don't always agree, I definitely identify with this audience more than probably any other that I do training for. Let me take a second here and see if I can pull up on the issue. I think before I get started going through the slides, I want to make, I guess, there's kind of two major points that I want to get across. One, and I'm starting with this even though Pilar is going to do a similar topic on the panel. I think it bears repeating and reinforcement because this is really a burgeoning area of the law. And we're seeing a lot of change in this area and a little bit of confusion about where to go. So I think one of the most important things to understand that I hope I get across to you is sort of the difference in the law, the position the EEOC is taking, the current EEOC is taking on the issue of sex discrimination, sex stereotyping, sexual orientation in that area, and then how the federal courts are proceeding, and why it's so important from a civil rights point of view that we really do ultimately get legislation on this.